meest populaire spelletje volgens mij van de Nintendo Switch 2 is volgens mij Pokopia. Ja, ik ben, zoals je weet, heb ik al een paar video's van Pokopia gemaakt. Het afbreken van blokken en het repareren van en the repairing of roads and I'm sorry, I'm Dutch. I put some Dutch in it. I will start over. The breaking down of the blocks and the repairing of roads and building, like the house buildings, I will do more or less offline, because those are things that take a long time. There's at this moment also a event with a little star. I'm not sure what her name is now. I forgot. But I like that. So I will make some tickets, wish tickets, and I will use that also offline, because it takes a long time to do that event. I did do it already on a video yesterday, so you know what the event looks like. And I'm hoping to build her habitat today. We don't really know what her habitat is, but because I look on YouTube sometimes and then they say what her habitat is. Always go to your PC, because the stamp that you get is important. Apparently the stamps with that looks like a rosette are the stamps that you get the most coins for. So if you get something like that on a day, then you can change the circle ones for those. There's always a new daily challenge. I try to do those, but it might not always work out, because sometimes I'm busy with doing something new. Like today I am going to the Rocky Ridges to finish the cooking part. I do have a lot. This is a multiple thing, so I will buy that. I mostly go for the DIY recipes, because yeah, it's easier to have the DIY than to have the product. Because if you have too much products, yeah, then the problem of the storage is starting. And I must say that if I break down a mountain, I sometimes just dump the blocks at the Dream Islands. Because then, and I use them for trading. The blocks I use for trading. So the daily event is still there. So offline I will go through that. But now I'm going to the Rocky Ridges to finish the cooking part. Yesterday I started there. I did offline, like I said, broke down a lot of stuff and also build up some stuff and planted trees and flowers. So it's not as barren as it was. I'm also in the process of repairing we need to figure out what to do with this space. Maybe I will decorate it, I don't know. But it's a shame that we can't even put a Pokemon there. They can't live there. We can't make a habitat there. I already tried in one of my other Pokopias, because this is the third time. So I already played it 2 times, the whole story, and then build a little. And then I thought maybe it would be nice to stream it online. Or it's not really streaming, it's just making a video and put it online. And I hope that you like it. So see, I already planted some trees and flowers. I opened up the road. I didn't have enough blocks. Maybe I will change this, but I'm not sure. But I like it. It's very miney. Because it's just one big mine, eh? I did also clear up the party spot, but that's not happening yet. Some honey. We need the honey. For a whole time I played, I didn't have any honey coming in, or almost none. Well, I did have a lot of flowers, but I think it had to do with the rain story. If there's no rain there, I don't think you get a lot of... somebody's sleeping. I need to talk. So we're going to finish the food story. I don't know if I managed that in 20 minutes, but I think I'm going to extend my videos to 30 minutes because, yeah, getting some progress in the story with these more than 20 minutes, so maybe between 30 and 40 minutes. So I changed my mind about that. And on Sundays I probably will have an extra long video because, yeah, Sunday, it's a nice time to play. So, she explaining why she's stuck in the barrel. It's a her. I don't know if Pokemons are her or hims. I don't know if you can see that in their papers, but I don't know. But I know that she is a her. And the only thing that there's one thing here that I don't like about Pokopia. The Pokemon that, or at least the professor, constantly wants to know where the humans are. At one point you just need to be self-efficient. Maybe that's the adult in me talking. I don't know. But I wish that at one point they stopped talking about the humans. So now she's gonna give us an assignment for food. Oh, so the Chinese. Sorry, I'm yawning a little bit. My excuses from that because, yeah, I didn't sleep so very well. I already put that in the video at one point, but in the Netherlands there was a heat wave. We don't have a hot climate. We have a rainy sea climate, and maybe not. People don't like always the rain. We don't like always the rain. But now we had a heat wave for almost a few days. It was almost 40 degrees here, Celsius. So it was very... you can read along on the screen because the text doesn't go fast. So you can just calmly read along what's happening. But she's going to give us a recipe. And she's going to sing it, if I'm correct. So, on my videos you can follow the storyline most of the time. And but in the things offline, I am also a fan of decorating, because yeah, Pokopia is decorating and building. So because those things are having a lot of time, I will do those things offline and I will show you around. Now you can choose. Now I want to cook. I want to see a salad. It's not going to help. The salad is for leafage. Is it called leafage? Yeah, she's singing. It's a women logical thinking, I think. Or stomach, because he's always hungry. Now it needs to be a special cutting board. So we're going to make a habitat for that Pokemon. And I'm going to do that on top of a mountain, because I find Rocky Ridge is very dark. I hope that I manage to lighten it up a little bit. So I will break down the overhangs a lot. When I have the food that gives me more punching power. Dart tricks. And we need to have a rock, a tree, and 4 tall grass. Now let's do that. So I need to figure out where I can climb up some honey. We need more houses, he says. Yeah, at one point we will make more houses. Okay, there's a red ball there, I see. Are there circles? I still need to have 2 sprinklers, because yeah, those sprinklers are I would say, gift from heaven. And what I also like is the water feature. You can breathe water and spritz water. But yeah, not every field is suitable for just the fields. I needed to break down the whole fields if I wanted to make it suitable for non-sprinklers, because then you get fields like these, surrounded by water. Then you can have it without sprinklers. But yeah, then I needed to break the whole thing down, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm just gonna buy at one point through the copy machine two sprinklers for here. Okay, I have beans. I want to keep the beans separate from the wheat. Every realm will have its own. I think I need to break down some stuff. Get upstairs. Maybe not. Fossil. I will put right away back the block. So if I have too much blocks, I will dump them or I will trade. Yes, I can. Inmiddels I have strength. So I can push a block to a tree. I think I need to. Okay, there's a habitat information. A tree and 4 tall grass. Maybe I'm going to do that also. But first I'm going to do the dart tricks with leafage. Yeah, it worked. So I have the Dartrix habitat, so he will come pretty soon. And he wants to have a perch. I think I already have the recipe, so I can jump down. Yeah, that's from the special event. What is it called? A perch. So he wants that. I'm going to make one and then I'm going to go back upstairs. I need to do 5 DIYs apparently. Okay, I want to be able to go from here. And do it right away neatly. That means doing it like this. There's still one block down, maybe 2. I can jump there. And with time I probably will also place some stairs there, so that it also is clear for the Pokemon that they can step on that. I think I made a good ladder. Yeah, now I can go up. Is he already there? He's not there yet. I'm gonna look for a tree. I collect all the. I collect as much as possible the sturdy sticks, because those are very handy. Because at one point you're going to go to Bleaky Beach, and they're going to have electricity. And that electricity needs fuel, because there's also a burner. And I'll use those sturdy sticks for that. So also it's nice to have all those small logs, because also that you can use for those furnace. And because Rocky Ridges is a mining operation. Yeah, he's there. I thought maybe the furnaces, because there's much of warmth and lava, and the furnace is warmth, to use that as electricity in Rocky Ridges. I don't mind the sticks so much. So we're gonna learn who he is. He's at least a little bit. Arrogant. Okay, grass. That's his habitat. He grows and chops. Now, and when I'm going to make his house, I will look at his favorite, and his habitat is dark. He likes darkness, apparently. Okay, I'm going to talk, because I still want to have the chopping board. And he wants a birch. Nope. I do want a cutting board. Sure. I will make you the birch. I already have it. No. I wish that he was sitting on it sometimes indeed. I'm going to plant it there. I do notice that he likes slender objects. So I think I'm going to make a bird house as a decoration, or something that he likes, maybe. He will give me the DIY, and we need lumber. I have lumber, I think. But he wants the job. I don't think I have it in my pocket because it was very empty when we started. Now let's start with that. I will bring him a small log because, yeah, why not? I think I have lumber. Yes, a lot. I'm going to make one cutting board for every realm. So that is 4. And I will store those. He wants to come. You can have some. I like some company. Let's go. Yes. I think I need leaves. So I need to see where I store those in the big one. So I'm gonna take some leaves. I'm gonna take some logs for dart eggs, and I'm gonna put down my cutting board. Now how many should I make? 20? By the way, 20. It's just a simple salad. Now the first part of the cooking is done. And he ate. Oh yeah, he's telling me that I needed to eat. I was going to tell. I'm going to eat one. Yeah. So more power to leafage. We can do also more things with leafage now. Better vines and on water and things like that. And moss. It's going to tell you what you can do with leafage. So we can make water habitats. So the little bunny is telling all kinds of stuff. And then the professor is going to get scared or angry. It needs to have something else powered up. Yes. It's funny. The next one is lastiger. It's with bread. We need to have, we're going to go into the tunnel with a hot spring and make a habitat there. In an oven. Wheat in an oven. So, nobody knows how to make a bread oven. I hope that my sound is a little bit good hearable. We're using a microphone for the first time. So I hope with time, everything is a learning curve. So with time we will do better. I chose the first answer. Loves hot springs, so we're gonna open up the hot spring there. So he needs a mossy environment. Like leafage, we can make moss on stone and on moss squares and on rocks and stuff like that. So I repaired already a little bit of the tracks and I made a little station. There are two habitats. There's a habitat here and I can build a house here. Somebody is living there and I have another habitat here. And I already started the rail here. Now stomp some down the stones. I'm gonna take some of those mossy blocks. Oh, I didn't want to do that. And I will bring it back. I'm gonna take some moss with me. Because I like the along with moss. And there's also, I think this is limestone. What is it? Yeah, limestone. Limestone you can make marble with. And also you can use it in one of the other realms for making beton. Stepping stones. I am going to clear that out. And we need to clear the road for the charcoal. Like we did with Slowpoke. They're already mossy. I want more moss. Moss. Apparently it's enough. I only need 2 hot spring waters. So it needs to touch on 2 sides. And it does. Yeah. He has what a bigger home. Oh, didn't want to do that. Okay, half an hour is almost up. And we progressed a little bit in the story already again. So I am going to cut it off when I have purple. So we already learned one time cooking. I think I'm going to do the road a little bit offline so that next time when we come back on, we can guide Torkoal to the Pokemon Center, because he wants to have the road done, like Slowpoke. I'm gonna pick up that red ball before we go off. Fire Pokemon, his habitat, he burns and he wants a warm habitat. He's gonna have a line very soon. Okay, if you have about 2 to 3 Pokemons, you get a new recipe. So I got a floor recipe for grass floors. Maybe it's nice to have. Can I go up here? Oh, here we go. I can jump sideways. Okay, and hot springs now. I will place that because it's nice. Do I place where do I place it? Next to him. In this opening, I still have some moss. I'm gonna place the hot spring, and then we're going. Yeah. Open air bath. Apparently that's a habitat. I didn't know that. We're gonna get a Pokemon with that. See, for tomorrow we're gonna use that line. Now, bye for now. Oh, that's the wrong one. And I will see you tomorrow. And we're gonna cook, make the... Oh, I can't go out of the game apparently. Some things you need to proceed. We need a bread oven. So I need to hear his request before I can shut down. We want to study your shell. Looks like a bread oven. Looks like an oven. I like old-fashioned things. Like Slowpoke, he wants a nice bath. Luckily, I already did a lot, but I will do more offline. I think now I can close down. Yes, I can. I'll see you tomorrow. Then we go with Torkoal, make the stove, the oven, and you will see the road. Now, bye. See you tomorrow.